Hello everyone, the topic in my first video about opinions in the campus area. And in the second video, I explain the material about simple present tense. In this video, I want to share my personal opinion about cigarettes, especially in the campus environment. In my view, smoking is unrelated and can cause many negative effects on our bodies. Although many people are aware of the dangers of smoking, it still remains a common habit even in campus places that so promote healthy lifestyle and learning environments. Some students start smoking because of stress, peer pressure, or simple curiosity. However, we must remember that the consequences can be very serious. Cigarettes contain thousands of harmful chemicals such as nicotine, tar, and carbon monoxide, which damage lungs, weaken the immune system, and increase the risk of dangerous diseases like lung cancer, heart problems, and stroke. Moreover, smoking in campus areas negatively affect odor and the environment. Cigarette smoke can disrupt non-smokers and even harm their health. A campus is a shared public space where everyone, student, lecturer, and staff deserves clean air. Second-hand smoke, especially for those who do not choose to inhale it, can be just as dangerous as smoke itself. From an environmental point of view, cigarette butts often litter the campus ground, making the area dirty and unpleasant to look at. This goes against the idea of keeping our campus clean and beautiful. Besides harming health and the environment, smoking also affects student financial. Cigarettes are expensive and the money spent on them every day could be used for more meaningful things, like buying books, eating healthy food, or supporting productive activities. Another problem is nicotine addiction. Many smokers find it difficult to quit even when they want to. This addiction can affect a focus, mood, and even social interaction on campus. I strongly believe that campus should be blessed that encourage positive habits and healthy lifestyle. Therefore, I fully support the smoke-free campus policy. By maintaining smoke-free areas, we can create a cleaner, healthier, and more comfortable environment for everyone. In conclusion, smoking in campus areas brings far more harm than benefits. It affects health, physical health, finances, and the well-being of others. As students, we should be more aware and support each other in keeping our campus smoke-free for a healthier and more productive future. Welcome to my second video. This video I will explain about simple present tense. Next, the first objective of this learning is number one, understand the concept and function of the simple present tense. Number two, identify sentence partner in the simple present tense correctly. Number three, use the simple present tense in everyday context. Number five, different differentiates between the use of do and does correctly. Number four, write and speak using the simple present tense communicative. Very Next, what is simple present tense? The simple present tense is a verb tense used to express habits, general facts, and daily activities that are done regularly or repeatedly. Function of simple present tense. We use it. We use the simple present tense when we want to describe something that's daily routine, something that applies all the time, or a kind of truth that's never wrong. The simple present tense primary function is to describe habits, facts, schedules, and permanent condition. For example, I study English every day. This sentence states the habits of studying. Number two, the sun rises in the east. The sentence contains a scientific truth, namely that the sun always rises from the east. Number three, she worked in a hospital. This sentence states a permanent job or situation. Number four, the train left at 7 a.m. The last sentence states the schedules or time that has been set. Next, simple present tense is used when number one to express habits or routines. Example, I drink coffee every morning. It has been explained here that every morning I always drink coffee. Number two, to state fact and general truth. Example, the earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolving around the sun is a scientific truth whose 20 authenticity has been proven. Number three, to state permanent situation. Example, we live in Indonesia. This example states that our place of residence is in Indonesia. Number four, to give instruction or direction. Example, first you mix the flour and sugar. This example says to mix flour and sugar. Next, next. A verbal sentence is a sentence whose predicate is a verb. The predicate indicates an action, activity, or action carried out by the subject. For positive, subject plus verb 1 plus S or C. For a subject, he, she, it plus object. Example, he plays the guitar. Play is verb 1 of play because the subject is he, then because the subject is he, then play is added with S supplies. For negative, subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1 plus object. Example, he does not play the guitar. Here the use of do and does depends on the subject. Use do for I, you, we, they, and use does for he, she, it. For interrogative, do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. Example, does he play the guitar? Here it is the same as the explanation above, only the formula is different. Next, for nominal sentence usually used to be is, am, are, was, were as a connector between the subject and the noun verb predicate. The meaning of complement is the part of the sentence that comes after to be, am, is, are. To complete the meaning of the subject, it can be adjective, noun, or adverb. For positive, subject plus to be, am, is, are plus complement adjective, noun, or adverb. Example, she is an international school student. For negative, subject plus to be plus not plus complement. Example, she is not an international school student. For interrogative, to be plus subject plus complement. Example, is she an international school student? Next, do and do is functional. The words do and do's are auxiliary verb used in the simple present tense to number one form negative sentence and number two form interrogative sentence. They have no specific meaning, but they help indicate that a sentence is in the simple present tense. Next, rules of use. The use do and do's has rules that must be followed. If the subject is I, you, we, that, then use do. Interrogative, do you speak English? Negative, I do not speak English. For subject he, she, it, use does. Interrogative, does he speak English? Negative, he does not speak English. Important rule: when does is used, drop the "she" or "is" ending. In positive sentence, the subject verbs he, she, and it, and in "she" or "is" example, the speak. Number two, however, when those appear in negative or interrogative sentence, the "she" or "is" ending verb must be omitted. Returning to basic verb 1. Example, positive, do you speak English? Negative, she does not speak English. No, she does not speak English. Or interrogative, does she speak English? No. Does she speak English? This is false. Next. This is a practice question from me. You can try it. The answer ladies in the video comment. Next. And this is also the same. Next. Example sentence and their use. Positive sentences are used to express habits, routines, general facts, or consent states. For formula, subject plus verb 1 plus she or is plus object. The notes, I given you notes. If the subject is he, she, it, add she or is to the main verb. Next. Example of negative sentence. Negative sentences are used to express dislike, lack of habit, or denial. Here are some tips from me. Use done for I, you, we, and they. Use does not for he, she, and it. After do or does, the verb returns to its base form. Next. You Example of interrogative sentence used to ask about habits, fact, or general situation. The formula do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. Here is short answer from me. For do, answer is yes, I do. No, I don't. For does, yes, she does. Or no, she does not. Next. Here is a quiz from me that you can try and do, and I will give you 40 seconds to do it. Okay, it's been 40 seconds. Let's see the answer. Those who are still wrong, please correct them. So, from all that we have learned about simple present tense, there are several important things to remember. Here, I have summarized the material that we learned earlier so that you can understand it again. Thank you all for watching my video. I'm Fernando. I'm leaving. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.